Hey, what's up guys? This is Chris, Squirrel's Nest Outdoors, and today I'm going to be showing you what I think might be my favorite bag ever. It is the Aston House Pack from Hill People Gear. So get settled in and let's take a closer look at it.
She's drinking tea and leaving me some damn hippie down on Dixon. While I sit here and cry in my last lonely beer, it's all gloom, despair, and agony on me. So why'd she go?
Alright guys, so here's the pack. This is the Aston House Pack from Hill People Gear, like I said earlier. This is quite possibly my favorite pack that I've ever owned. It's called the Aston House Pack because of James Bond, the place where they make all of his gadgets and gear. And actually that was actually a real life place after World War II that the Special Operations of England used to make the same thing, weapons, stuff like that, explosives. But anyway, here's the actual pack. So this is the pack. We'll go over the specs first. So this pack is going to be 21 inches high, 11 inches wide, and 8 inches deep. This pack is going to be made out of 500 denier Kedora, which is a lighter weight. I like 500 denier a lot better than 1000 because it's a lot lighter. And in my opinion, it's going to have the same durability as 1000 denier. Very well made, YKK number 10 zippers. Everything about this pack is awesome so far. The yoke is going to be a blend between the Lindy and the U-Pack. So it's going to be a single yoke up here at the top, and what that allows it to do is when you're moving around, this top part is going to move around with you. It is so comfortable. Down here on the bottom, you're going to have your option for your Prairie Belt or Recon belt, if you have heavier loads or you just like to use the belt. Same as all other packs. Back support, there is I think a single aluminum stay. Then we'll go to the pockets. And one thing that I will say about this pack, it is very strappy because of all the places to tie down. Has a lot of bells and whistles, which is why it's called the Aston House Pack. But it is very strappy. All of my web dominators are on my Ute. You can take care of all these straps with some web dominators and it's not that big of a deal. One of the things that I love the most about this pack though, I love a lot of things, so when I say the most, I'm going to say that a lot, is this side carry strap right here. This comes in very handy for a lot of different circumstances. All right, so the first pocket back here, you have two construction straps on the top here, so you can strap something down to the top. And this first pocket back here is going to be 4 inches wide. And it's going to be a slick back, so if you want to, because it is compatible with their Aston insert, Terra pocket, so if you slide something down in the top of there, you can slide it out very quick. It's got loops here in the top that you can put grim locks or whatever you want to anchor anything down, hydration bladder or what have you. I've got this loaded with a bunch of stuff right now. But that pocket is very straightforward. You want your heavy stuff on there. One of the best options about that too is if you look in the back or on the bottom, you have these zippers so you can run something straight through there. Skis, firearms, whatever you want, the heaviest stuff, you know, because you want that on your back. The next pocket, it's going to be 4 inches deep as well. This is an organization pocket. And this one, as you can see, this back pocket only zips part of the way down. This one zips a lot further. And this is where I usually keep my camera and lens, and then underneath that, keep my coat in case it gets cold. But this is backed with Velcro first spear, PAL compatible insert, which is really nice if you like organization. I don't use the organization that much because I organize by the way of pullouts. That's the easiest way for me because I know exactly what's in all of my pullouts. But a lot of people like to have PAL compatible stuff that they can just put on here. They can just open this up, they know exactly where it is, and that comes in really handy. This also has the place where you can hang water bladder, whatever you want to hang on there, tool roll. All right, and then you've got a slip pocket right here, which this organizer pocket will come completely off. And you can see that that's going to be just a very slick bag. Pocket on the front here, I've got my heavy cover lid. That's all I've got in there. If I'm going camping or something, you can throw your tarp in there so it's not, you don't have wet inside your pack. Sorry, I got a bunch of turkey buzzards flying over my head. But this is PAL compatible as well. But you can just throw your wet tarp in there, wet jacket, whatever you want. And that's a pretty good looking bag without the organizer pocket, but I love the organizer pocket. And this is completely removable, the organizer pocket. So we'll go ahead and strap these compression straps back up. So the organizer pocket is going to be completely detachable. You can take that completely off. It's just going to be a slick front, which would be really good for urban carry. But I love the organizer pocket. I haven't taken it off at all. I did take it off once to see if it fit on my U, and I had to do a lot of modding, but it did fit. While I've got this open, I will show you the side. The sides are PAL compatible as well, 2 rows of PAL compatible strips. And then it's got slip pockets in both sides, which come in really handy. I've got my Baco in one. And if you watch my channel a lot, you probably know what's in the other side. It's gonna be my Condor primitive bush knife. All right, so let's go to this organizer pocket. And this thing is awesome. So this zips all the way down. We've got one big pocket in the front here. I keep my filtration system and a spoon there. And then it's got 3 pockets on this side. And one of the things that people don't like a lot about these is, you can obviously tell, you turn it upside down or get it close to upside down, all this stuff falls out because there aren't any zippers. And that's one thing that I would change. Maybe like magnetized, or I don't really like Velcro because when I'm hunting, I obviously don't want to make a lot of noise. But that's the only thing that I would change, you know? And this is really handy for stuff that you need to get to fast. Like I've got some salves and some dope, some bug dope. Then my compass, you know, basic reading stuff. And then I've got a rain cover for the front. All right, guys, and then we'll go over the outside of the pack a little bit more. Down here on the bottom, you've got these, which your organizer pocket sticks on, and these are just slotted in. You can go, it has 2 different points. So if you're running a snowboard or skis or something through the bottom, you can just rearrange these to the outside, which I've always got them on the outside just in case. And the reason for that is I've got my rain gear right here. So I've got my Marmot Minimalist, and then I've got my tarp right here on the bottom. So that way I can access both of those quick. And if you have something that's smaller like a firearm, you can move these to the inside. This has a lot of different points. You've got 2 compression straps here on the sides. You can strap something to the side, and that comes in handy too. Where my Condor primitive bush knife is, I can cinch that down and make sure that's not going anywhere. Then you've got all kinds of little attachment points everywhere. You've got an insert on the back here, just a plastic insert, to kind of make things stay a little bit better. So if you've got a hydration system in the back, it's just going to make it more stable. What else is there to show y'all? There's so many different things. I mean, it's got the standard shoulder straps. You can cinch these up, put a water bottle in there, crampons, trekking poles, whatever you want, just like Hill People Gear always does. I have loved packs for a really long time. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you know that because I've got a new pack all the time. But Hill People Gear, in my opinion, makes one of the best packs on the market. This is the most comfortable pack that I've ever put on my bag. It's not quite as comfortable as the Ute, but it's right there with it. And it's more convenient because it's more modular. The only flaws that I can find with it is it's strappy, and you can take care of that with blade dominators, or the organization pockets in the front leak stuff out sometimes, and that's not that big of a deal. I did forget to mention the color. The color on this is going to be Ranger and Khaki, which is my favorite color on Hill People Gear stuff, except for their limited run like multi-cams and things like that. I've been on a quest for a long time to try to find a pack that I could do a lot of different things with, that I could go on day hikes or short overnighters, short hunting trips, or that I can just throw in the car and take with the kids on a hike, you know, that I can throw some of their stuff in or whatever. And this is the best pack that I've ever found at doing so many different things. When they said Aston house pack that it has a lot of different bells and whistles, it really does. And it is so handy in a lot of different instances. And it's so comfortable too. Just like all of Hill People Gear's bag, my Ute is a little bit more comfortable, but this is right there with it. I love this pack, and I highly recommend this pack. This is one of the best packs that I've ever owned. So if you're looking for something that's really modular and that you can do so many different things with, I would highly suggest this Aston house pack from Hill People Gear. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and we will see you on the next one. Take care.
Another round.